So last week we installed one of the most hottest memory systems called Honcho. And it's meant to solve for our agents a lot of the memory problems,
Yeah.
but also improve how these agents work with us because they have a better understanding of who we are and what we want. So this is an example of our profiles that they've been built up over time. And in this video, we're going to do a small exploration into whether Honcho does actually improve our workflows or not.
Yeah.
So, okay, very quickly, what is Honcho? So, Honcho, at the end of the day, it's a memory that's it could be integrated into both OpenClaw and Hermes. Both have native support for Honcho.
Yep.
And Honcho is meant to be the next evolution in memory.
Yeah.
Because what it does is it doesn't just put it into a database, but rather it reasons with it every single time. So over time, what it does is meant to help you save up on token usage because it actually cleans out old memories. It dreams by itself.
Yeah.
It also looks like every few comments. It intercepts all these things on your conversations with the LLM. It builds a profile of who you are for a better understanding of what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So very quickly, let's snoop. I haven't actually seen Ron's profile before, but Honcho, what it does is that once it plugs it in and once you give it API key, you have $100 of spending credit of Honcho credit to use.
Yep.
We've been using that pretty liberally to figure out what's happening. So it built a profile of you, Ron.
Oh, it's only the number one.
Oh, wait, the number one. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's see.
Back here.
Okay.
And this number is actually me. This number is me. And I had a pretty late session on Friday, just compiling videos and feeding transcripts to one of my Hermes agent. And it took about 24 hours for this conclusion to pop up, as well as the peer card, which is the feature that I saw from yours.
Yes.
Wait, how come it didn't show?
We'll just wait. We have to click. So you think as if does it put it on? It dreams over time as well, so it actually builds up. I'll show you mine first. Okay, so instead of looking through yours, I'll show you mine before you show me yours.
Because Michael's peer cards are pretty impressive.
Yeah. Let's see, explore. So this is basically the integration is actually pretty simple, and then once you integrate it, it builds out a profile, and it surprisingly builds a profile about other people too. So let's say, for example, if you use it, okay, so here, if it's engineering and content creator, so it started to figure out who I am. It figured out some of my preferences. So it knew that for some reason I liked all the Marvel characters. Okay, great, but that's not very useful. But what's more important is like a preference. So it says review JS for technical documentation and auto-generated version updates. It focuses on which preferred channel I like. Focuses on technical secret sauce, architecture, methodology training, and concise non-marketing content. So it's like it figured out, oh yeah, don't fill me with marketing jargon, right? I'll put in the marketing jargon later. All right, I'm in marketing. Don't scam me with marketing shit. Okay, don't do that. Right? So it started to understand who I am, and then hopefully the AI takes that to execution level. But that being said, okay, here's the interesting part. Like, how much of it do I want to review? We'll review that later. Why don't we talk about your one first? Like, we'll show your one. So it's functioning as per normal, right? Like, it's functioning. It's intercepting these messages. It's condensing what it knows about me. What my preferences are. What what sort of how I like my food. I guess I was gonna think of a funny analogy, but escaped me for a second there.
For me, it seems like I only have the conclusions from the intercepted message.
Okay. So yeah, it intercepted what you were doing with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did see before I log off that there was a peer card for me, but I don't know why it's not there.
Okay. Is it because it's in a different workspace? Maybe the workspace is low-key?
The low-key one is empty, I think. Or is it?
Yeah. Is it? Okay. So it's supposed to build up that card and it's supposed to know more about you. Okay? So but it knows a bit about itself, obviously. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I just noticed there's multiple sessions too.
Oh yeah. But it's supposed to be a combination session. It's like this is still new, guys. It'll combine it into one. What I realized is that my card didn't build up until afterwards, like after the conversation and after a day of dreaming, it did build the card. So here's my initial observation: is that I kind of feel like it's really good for it to observe you, especially if you're not very aware of what your preferences are. So like, let's say for example, you're not an engineer and you don't know like what your preferences for displaying running stuff are. Like I have a preference for Astro as a front as a framework. I have a preference for Tailwind. I have a preference for these. But if I'm very aware of it, I could put it into one document and I can save the trouble of spending $100 for AI to know what I like. Right? I already know what I like, right? Like it's like let's say for example, I think a good analogy for this is like, let's go to McDonald's, and instead of having McDonald's and special agent observing what I order every day at McDonald's, I just freaking tell McDonald's what I want.
Exactly.
Right? So it depends.
Which is what I was about to ask, is what is the difference between using Honcho versus the new Karpathy's LLM Wiki? But now I'm starting to see, what you just said sort of answered that.
Yeah.
It's the LLM Wiki is already like markdown files of stuff
Yeah, or research.
But can the LLM Wiki like function sort of like the memory? You know what I mean? Because that's pretty much how I did it with my previous OpenClaw instance. Was I use Obsidian as a way to store memory.
What you're doing. Yeah. It's a very good question. I would say that Honcho is really good for saving preferences if you don't know what your preferences are.
Yeah.
Right. So say for example, you converse with your AI and you made like 6 different presentations and you like one particular presentation, but maybe you don't even know what sort of framework you work. Right? Like you don't even know what sort of styling preferences, what sort of like functionality preferences that Honcho would do better at than something like LLM Wiki. LLM Wiki is very broad.
Yeah.
Right. It's a way to just like keep research and data. But the problem is like that it's like a huge notebook, right? And so instead of giving a notebook of, Ron, so let's say for example, I can have all these observations of Ron, and then when you want to do your tasks, I don't want to read through all these observations. Right? I don't want to go through Ron's wiki and figure out what's important. All right. I just want a bunch of instructions that says, okay, Ron wants his burgers with like carrots. Okay. Like you have a weird, like let's say you have a weird diet. Yeah. Right? You want a carrot burger. Okay. Like, it's very explicit, and Ron will get very angry if you don't get a carrot burger. Okay. You get what I mean? So like a Honcho observation would be something like that, where like, okay, like every time you talk to your 8 agents, they all ordered lunch for you, they all got the order wrong, and you screamed at them and say, hey, I want more carrots. Okay. That would be a great Honcho observation, and that's what you need Honcho for, right? And then it's extremely useful if you don't know yourself that you like carrots. Okay.
I definitely know that I like carrots.
Right. So I feel like Honcho is really good if you don't really know programming that much, but you have like, let's say for example, yet again, you constantly ask it to make presentations, and you say, okay, this one's really good, this one's bad, this one's really good, this one's bad. But through that process, it started figuring out what you liked, and it says, okay, look, Ron likes Review.js with this type of animation, with brutal minimalism design. If you don't know how to describe this, I think Honcho spending, I burned almost like $7 in a day observing language, what I'm doing. I think that would be very good. But if I already knew what I did and I gave it AI this instruction and said, hey, look, anytime you want to start a new project, okay, make sure you get the carrots in there. Okay. All right. Like if that's something that I already know about myself, then I don't see Honcho being that much of an improvement. Right, that's my observation here.
So far, do you see any impact from using Honcho? Do you think?
No, that was a surprising bit, right? Like if it did, and like if it didn't screw up, and my boss still realized, oh yeah, I was building something, and it was like it prefers putting things in wiki and all that. If if it did that by itself, I would have said, okay, look, Honcho is something I would really recommend to you guys. But I think the issue here, and I think it's to do with how AI agents are called.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here's a good example, and this is the most perfect example I can come up with right now, right? Memory only gets access when you tell it to access memory, right? Which is, you know, this is 100% Honcho working, right? Where, when I said, hey, the wiki gets delivered very quickly. I just want to find the part about the wiki, guys. I just want to say you're absolutely right. Okay, here. Why don't you remember you set it up on Nginx, right? So this was a queue for it to access its memory.
Yeah.
All right. And it accesses memory perfectly. It actually found out where it deployed the wiki and it deployed it. But it should have done that beforehand, which is why OpenClaw was very focused about this like auto memory, like, you know, it auto searches memory before you get frustrated.
Yeah.
Right? Because at this stage, I was already frustrated. I said, you know what, like, you did this all wrong. You made a wiki last week. Like, don't you remember? The queue to remember triggers the memory. But the problem is it should have remembered in the first place.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the way that these current bots are designed, in a sense that like we're not there yet with memory.
Yeah. Maybe I think what's missing right now is it remembers in its memory, but it doesn't save it as an actionable file.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, I noticed like saving it into a file, a tool file, or actually a tool calling file.
It should, yeah. It should. And it should be like, I think it's like maybe we'll have to go for some iterations of just constantly telling it. So it's like we're talking about reinforcement learning, right?
Yeah.
Where like if I keep reminding, oh yeah, you have a wiki, show me the wiki page, link the wiki up. Now it remembers, okay, this is really key, and it builds that as part of a skill.
Yeah.
But it's like a smart person would have done this for you already. A dumb person would need like continuous training.
Yeah.
And it turns out that our AIs are dumb people, which you need continuous training to
yeah.
do. So like the self evolution works, but I think because it just requires a lot of like
it needs that push.
It needs that push. So it's not smart enough to solve your problems preemptively, and which is what we do want in life.
Yeah. But thank God we had the habit of always updating our claw.md file at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There we go. So I think the TLDR is that Honcho does work as a memory system. Like we did try it. You have $100, and I think like it's worth trying out. But that being said, like in terms of actual deliverable results, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. TLDR.
But I can't wait to see what Honcho will get in the next update.
Yeah, when it gets called on more often, or like when it's very explicit about accessing the peer card, and it knows all your preferences, then I think it'll be good. But with that, guys, I think it's like a lot of things help with tape in AI systems right now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But it is a very strong concept. That's for sure.
It's a good concept.
Better than embeddings, as you said.
Yes. Yeah. Embeddings was just terrible. So, with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you next one. Peace.
Sean and